Sometimes the forest is gracious.
It really is. It gives you everything you need. You can really live off the land.
Good day.
Welcome to this week's, I think this is our 17th.
And nobody cares. I do want to warn you, we've heard from the authorities there's been some suspicious behavior here in the woods.
Absolutely.
And this is the week that Cowboys and Aliens, Smurfs, and Crazy Beautiful Part 2 comes out, correct?
Yep. 3 massive blockbuster hit makers swooping in.
Swooping in.
You thought the summer was on its waning hours with the Transformers and the Potters and the Cap Americas having come and gone. No, sir. There's some real powerhouses coming out this weekend.
Dog shit.
Almost universally.
Ren has seen all 3 films. I've seen none of them. And I wear that as a badge of honor.
As you should.
I was at a bathhouse for most of these screenings, so I was unable to enjoy them.
Unfortunately.
But a male flight attendant took care of everything I needed, so it evens out.
Yep.
Cowboys and Aliens.
Woo!
I've been an avid non-reader of the comic book that is one of the worst comic books ever. I have had no interest in the movie from any of the materials I've seen for it, despite Jon Favreau and his terrific self-promotion of the project on Twitter and whatnot. I still haven't mustered enough interest in it. You're not a fan of the movie?
I am not. I am also have no background with the comic books. None of the marketing materials interested me either. I was not particularly keen on seeing it, but I had no reason to hate it. It was actually, to see it, I walked out of a screening of the Smurfs that I had known I was going to see for a while, and you texted me instructing me that I needed to move one theater over and see Cowboys versus Aliens. And Aliens. And Aliens. It's not versus, it's and Aliens. As I've been corrected a number of times, even though it could be Cowboys versus Aliens, because they do verse each other.
How is Daniel Craig's American accent?
It's a little, there are moments that are shaky, but I mean, he is as good as he's ever been in anything. Still magnetic, a screen presence that's undeniable, but his character is given nothing to do, and not in a Clint Eastwood Man with No Name, classic cowboy sort of way. There's nothing interesting for him to do.
Because he's magnetic, is that why that thing's metal and on his wrist?
I wish. Instead, it's just there because of a silly alien accident. I won't spoil the very, very stupid way that it gets on his wrist, but it's pretty stupid.
How is Harrison Ford?
He's fine. He's not phoning it in. He's there. He's present. He's not amazing. This is not a stellar performance, but he's fully committed.
How is Sam Rockwell?
Great.
How is Olivia Wilde?
Fine. All these people were fine. All of them were there and putting their all. There's just very little teeth or interest or character or anything to the material. The action's the same way. It's not bad. It's not incomprehensible. It's just dull.
What do they call the aliens? They call them demons or something?
Some people call them demons. A lot of just them and they. I don't think the word alien is ever used.
If I was a cowboy back in the old days, and I had never seen any sort of reference that would indicate that such beasts could exist in the sky, I could probably only call them holy shit!
Probably. That would be the appropriate response.
The movie would have gotten an X rating.
Yep.
The holy shit's coming. Holy shit.
Holy shit, that'll get you an X rating right off the bat. Holy versus
so
shit.
you said that movie's disappointing.
Very.
Smurfs.
I didn't want to stab myself in the dick while I was watching it. It wasn't one of those kids' movies. It hits every note exactly like you think it would. Voices are fine. There's some cheesy jokes. Hank Azaria is obviously trying very hard. His character's just stupid. Honestly, it was the cat sidekick that was the worst. Just the worst. They would sometimes use a real cat and sometimes would look like a fake cat and then sometimes a CGI cat and sometimes just a CGI face on a real cat, and it was just so inconsistent. And the humor with the cat was just terrible.
How is Sam Rockwell?
Oh, he's great. He's great. As Moon
I would
Smurf.
fuck Smurfette if she was here right now.
She would explode. There's actually, they play with the sex appeal of Smurfette some. Like, it's not ignored. There's a little terrible, the worst scene in the movie is a Guitar Hero sequence that you'll love. And they make a little rap about Smurfette and how she's the only girl and everybody wants to bang her. And then she makes I kissed a girl and I liked it joke.
Is there any
Katy
famous
Perry.
voices doing the voices of the Smurfs' voices?
It's not Syrian Hines doing Papa Smurf.
Kieran.
Syrian?
Kieran.
Sirius Hines? I don't remember who does his voice. Katy Perry is Smurfette. Anton Yelchin is
fucking Yelchin.
The main Smurf, clumsy. George Lopez is the Mexa Smurf, Grumpy or whatever.
Felchin
Smurf. And then of course there's NPH, as the dumb people like to call him, Neil Patrick Harris, who does what he does. Imagine him in a Pepsi commercial for an hour and a half.
Cowboys and Aliens is here, and it's a very simple premise. The entire log line is right there in the title of the film. And I think if one thing comes out of this film happening, I think it should be that simplicity is okay. We've got all these high concept, crazy ideas that are, big ideas and big mashups and overcomplicate. Even Transformers is just ludicrous in terms of how complicated and crazy it is. And you think about back in the old days, we would have Predator, Alien Lands, kicks ass. I mean, Attack the Block kind of does capture that, but I think what we need to really embrace now is simplicity. There's no doubt in my mind that we've pushed the envelope in terms of what a mainstream audience might be willing to watch, like a Battle LA or all the crazy shit that's out there. But me personally, I was entertained by Piranha. I was entertained by Attack the Block. I think we need to dumb it down and simplify it and not try to get overcomplicated. Let's have some fun with very basic ideas for a while. An alien arrives that kicks ass. Super. Two cops have a problem with each other. Fine. You don't need to introduce 50 elements in it. You don't need to have, crazy amounts of tech. Just fucking lay off. My mind hurts because I'm dying of a tumor, but my mind hurts for other reasons too. I miss Predator. I miss simple. I miss fucking just laying down and enjoying a movie. Probably shouldn't lay down, but that's the one thing about Cowboys and Aliens that if it's a hit, I could be thrilled about. Is it's just gonna take, it's gonna give us a chance to just take a breathe. Because we got Men in Black 3 coming up. No one wants it except for Ren. Nobody needs it. Ren doesn't even need it. I don't care about stars. I don't care about them anymore. I don't care about anybody that's out there right now. There's nothing interesting about, Daniel Craig. There's nothing interesting about seeing fucking Will Smith doing something. Just get a great idea, simple, and let the filmmaking and the beats be enough. Because you and I are too fucking amazing to be sitting through all this dog dick in a multiplex. I'm just pissed off. The last good event film I saw with a simple concept was I Love You, Philip Morris. It's simple. Two guys, two asses. I miss the 80s, is what I'm saying.
Here I am. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about Smurfs, the movie. Starring Hank Azaria and Katy Perry and George Lopez and Anton Yelchin and some folks. It starts off in Smurfland, which is like the rest of the movie, a hybrid of live action footage of the forest and CGI creations. You learn a little bit about the Smurf lifestyle, which is a lot of dancing and fucking and bullshitting. Apparently there are a lot of cameos in this part where people like BJ Novak and other comedians of note have single lines that you can't hear, because I promise you nobody would have ever noticed. But then they get sucked into a portal that's actually a really beautiful CGI creation, and they get launched into Central Park, as does Gargamel, who is attempting to chase them, and they get wrapped up with Neil Patrick Harris, who is
All right, so the other movie is Crazy Fuck.
Crazy Fuck Love. Insane, crazy love.
At this time of summer, it just...
Crazy Stupid Love could have been like a really great rom-com. That the rumors that it was excellent are not completely unfounded. The directing is really good. The writers of Bad Santa and the directors of I Love You, Philip Morris. And
which reminds me,
it could have been a really good movie. The directing is strong. Like the scenes where the comedy will build into like big raucous meth is really well done. Big raucous meth.
It's one of my favorite. They toured with Big Audio Dynamite.
The script is just messy. Like every individual scene is well written. It's just messy. Characters are all over the place. Ultimately, if I had to see any of these films again, I would choose that one in a hot second.
Fuck.
So yeah, I think
is that the Predator?
Yes, thank